Mic check. Mic check. 1, 2. What's up, beautiful people? BTC Backpacker here again with another video for you guys. We got the official backpacker outfit on, as you can see, because I'm gonna tell you what, it is cold and it's raining and it's windy. And what happened to summer? It's like it's not here. This weather is off the hook, people. But that doesn't stop us. You know this. You know we still got to get the message out, and we got a good one for you guys today. I've been wanting to put this one out for a minute. It's nothing that we all don't already know, but it's something that I haven't really discussed or talked about. So we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about the largest glitch in your entire orange pill strategy. Yes, exactly, a glitch, right? Let's get into it. You sit here accumulating all these Satoshis. You're watching the charts. You read the white paper. You're complaining about the fiat matrix, right? We do this, guys, you know that. And we also love to complain about the melting dollar. Yep, that's right, it's melting. But when you turn to your left on the couch and your spouse is completely blind to it, thinks you're crazy, doesn't agree, maybe is skeptical, a lot of different feelings, a lot of different mixed emotions, they think it's a hobby. They think it's a speculative gamble, right? They think it's just another one of your little internet projects, right? That's considering time and money. They're unsure. Quite frankly, they probably call BS. They hear you talking about it, they hear you reading it, and they're probably over it. And that's a monumental failure on your part, not theirs. You're running a sovereign operation in a secret while your household is still operating on compliant software, which means that you have all this information and knowledge and you're not sharing it, or you've tried to share it, but you weren't successful at it, explaining, right? How the hell do you expect to build a fortress of freedom when half of the foundation is still rooted in the fiat swamp? I'm talking your household, your relationship, right? Boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance, marriage, whatever you want to call it, right? So if you're married, you're a team, right? You're one economic unit. At least most are. One infrastructure, right? You classify yourself as one. Oh, these birds are going crazy. If you're running towards sovereignty, guys, but your partner is still measuring life in a depreciating asset like fiat trash to be exact, there's an issue. There's a disconnect, right? You're sprinting forward with the parachute deployed behind you. Think about it. You're trying to build a base layer living on a crumbling foundation. That's exactly what's happening. Let that sink in. But check it out. It's not their fault. It's yours. Yes, it's your fault. Because you're preaching instead of providing a vision, right? You're acting like a crypto bro, right? A Bitcoin maxi rather than a leader, right? We need to show them the lifeboat. You can't just throw them in it. We need to show it to them. Explain it to them, break it down. So stop shoving your 4-hour video essays and technical code updates in their face. That's too much for them. They don't care about the problem, right? They don't care about SHA-256, the hash rate, right? Mining. What's the latest node? What is a node, right? They don't care about the Bitcoin talking points. They don't care about the technical stuff. They care about safety. They care about the family, right? Building a future that doesn't collapse, right? Building a future that doesn't collapse under the weight of inflation. This weather's nasty out here. You want to orange pill your spouse, right? Stop talking about the technology and start talking about the life recovery, okay? Don't talk about the technical stuff. They don't want to hear it. It's too much to take in. Let's elaborate on why your approach is glitching out, guys. Your spouse doesn't see Bitcoin as money because you treat it like a stock market token. Once again, it's too much. Bitcoiners have a tendency of coming off too aggressive, too technical, right? If you sit there screaming at the green candles, they just see a casino in your pocket. If you're sitting there amped up on whatever, to a point you're almost doing an injustice. You have to bridge the gap, as we call. You guys know this, we talk about this. You have to bridge the gap between this so-called digital magic, right? And the real world scarcity. The real world sacrifice you're making every single day. So bring it down to the base layer of living. Show them the reality of the stealth tax. Prove to them how the fiat system is actively stealing the time, right? You spend away from the house working. Show them that. Start there. Sit down together at the dining room table and do the real math, right? Sit down together, have these conversations. Look at the housing bubble. Look at the price of groceries, fuel, infrastructure, and education. That's just to name a few. Find a relatable topic, something that they can understand and relate to, something that hurts them, not in a physical way. Say to them, look at this. We're working twice as hard just to stay in the same exact place. We're trading our finite life, right? Our finite life force for paper that's being intentionally destroyed. Intentionally. On purpose. And worse, right in front of our face, and you're being told to keep a smile on your face while it happens. They're printing away our children's future to fund their bailouts and their conflicts in war, right? And I refuse to let our families suffocate in the subsidy paradigm. And then I would recommend you introduce the alternative, not as a trading chip, but as the absolute outlet valve from the machine, the exit ramp, the lifeboat, the truth. Make it a joint mission, guys. Create a challenge together. Find ways to involve them, if not directly, indirectly, but do it together. Don't just buy, right, on an app in a secret like a gambling addict. Bring the cold card or the Jade hardware wallet or whatever you use, whatever devices you use to the table. Let them hold it. Let them play with it. Let them turn it on. Do it with them. Show them what absolute ownership actually looks like. Let them hold the privacy. Let them feel the weight of the physical device. Explain to them simply the mathematics. They don't need to know all the technicalities, but just explain it to them simply. Say, this is our vault, babe. This is our infrastructure. Every Satoshi we lock into this cold storage, and you show it to them, let them hold it, is time returned to our household. It is freedom from Karen, or the Karens as we call them. You use your own words, right? Freedom from housing bubbles, freedom from the state control, freedom from the government. We own this. You need to structure it in a way where your spouse and only you're gonna know this will understand and relate to. Once they see that Bitcoin isn't a meme and that it's a tool for family sovereignty, individual sovereignty, the entire paradigm shifts. They stop looking at the dollar price and start looking at the Satoshis, guys, as we call the Satoshi standard. They start asking, how can we cut the fiat lifestyle garbage so we can pack more truth into the lifeboat? When your spouse realizes that hard money means not having to depend on the government or subsidies, right? Or corporate chains, right? To survive, they won't just comply. They'll lead the charge with you. Hell, mine's did. Fanny did. She goes harder than I do. I'll admit it. She damn near lapped me. She understands everything in Bitcoin. Now, she's just not as verbal about it as I am. But trust me, she knows. You'll stop arguing over expenses, guys, and you'll start strategizing over defense. You'll start understanding and calling out the nonsense for what it is together as a team. When you and your spouse are locked in together, you become a wrecking crew, completely unstoppable. A force to be reckoned with. That's powerful. Karen's complaints don't matter anymore. The government's money printing presses, they don't matter anymore because you're opting out. Understand? That's powerful. The housing crunch and the corporate rental markets don't matter. None of it matters. You're not allowing them to play. They're playing your game now because you are no longer playing their rigged game. You're building your own food infrastructure, your own education, right? And your own independent vault together. The key word here is together, as a team, as a unit, a single unit. That's powerful. So stop reaping separately, right? Do you have separate accounts now? You can't survive on the collapse of a civilization if your own house is divided, because this is division, whether you want to believe it or not. Get on the same page together. Fix the money together. Fix your life together. And it all starts with you, not them. Stop buying Satoshis in the dark like you're doing. Some are, some aren't, right? Don't hide it like you're doing something wrong. Lead your household, guys, into the light of hard money. Make it be known. Share the transfers, share the buys together. Don't just do it for yourself. Is your spouse on the team, or are you still running with the fiat leash on? That's the question you need to answer yourself. Getting our spouses into the game, understanding the truth and the reality, and more importantly, being a team is something that the system doesn't want. And when you buy sweet Satoshis, it's nice. You're buying freedom, inch by inch. But when you're doing it together, as a team, that's something that's truly unstoppable. If you guys like this message, you guys know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all those good things down below. Share the video and be the change you want to see. We don't just settle. We don't just agree. We don't comply. We don't conform. This is our land. This is our money. And we are the individuals who are driving the ship. And that is called a revolution. So have your spouse join the revolution, because beautiful, beautiful things are ahead. We sacrifice short-term pain, short-term heartache, short-term stress, short-term anxiety, short-term comfort for long-term prosperity, for long-term growth. And there's no more patriotic way than to move forward than there is to have your spouse join your journey and do wonderful, wonderful things in the future. So BTC Backpacker here. You guys know what to do. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.